Welcome everybody to what I am going to consider this as the surface of the sun. 93 degrees today when I left the office. Just got off work, drove an hour away. Pretty excited to be out here fishing, but it's 90 degrees. So that being said, we'll see if we can catch some fish today. Got the kayak with me today. I'm actually pretty excited to go fishing today. I'm not super thrilled about the conditions, although maybe we'll get on a good topwater bite. You just don't know. Fishing could be anywhere from horrible to really good. The past week has been warm, and then the past 3 days has been high of like 96 with 3,000% humidity. It's warm, and I can't emphasize that enough. You'll hear me say it probably 10 times a day. It is hot, hot, hot. So let's get the kayak in the water, see what we're dealing with. I'm hoping the weeds aren't too terrible and we can still kind of kayak around and have some fun, but I know sometimes when it gets brutally hot, the weeds take over and it chokes out the whole lake. But you just don't know until we get over there, so let's walk over the lake, see if we can catch something. Let's go. And we're cruising. We are sliding back this little road here. It's not a very long walk. You can see some of the embankment there, so we're almost there. We'll be fishing in no time. Dragging this big beast is not necessarily the most fun. I got this awesome kayak cart last year, but it only does good with the kayak if you bring it, and I forgot it. Believe it or not, the weeds are not that bad. I thought they'd be much worse. I'm excited. Let's go fishing. Okay, we've made it into the boat. Let's see if we can catch something. If we don't hit this log. Oh, well, just a gentle bump there. A couple honkers out here hanging out. If only they were out here during hunting season, that would be a little bit better, but let's go. I cannot believe how badly I am sweating just by walking over here and sitting in the kayak. Just tying on lures when I had my tailgate down, I was already sweating. I did just see a nice topwater bite over there, so maybe these fish will be getting after the frogs. I do have one ribbit frog tied on. Hopefully we can make something happen there. I've got a weedless swim bait. Got some chatterbaits, maybe some lipless or something. We'll see. I've got lots of options. I'm excited. I'm hoping these fish really just get upset and get after some of these baits today. But we'll start with the topwater frog for a few minutes, see what we can do with that, and then we'll bounce around, try all kinds of stuff. It's been a couple weeks, probably a week I should say, since I've gotten on a nice bite, so it feels good to be back out here. We're at that point now where it's a turning point where I'm hoping the fishing hasn't settled down at all, but coming up soon, this place usually gets so dang hot that the water it's not suitable for these fish, and so the fish just get really lethargic and don't move at all. So hopefully we're not there yet. I am sweating so badly. I know I'm gonna sweat through this shirt in any moment, so brace yourself for some awesome sweat stains. And I wear these sun shirts because typically they keep you cooler even though you have more material on. They're pretty thin, they're very breathable. This one's one size too big, so it's extra loose on me, but it's a lot better than wearing like a cotton t-shirt. Long sleeve of whatever this material is definitely cooler than short sleeve of cotton. One quick bite so far, no fish. Big blow up there, absolutely stud blow up. Just missed it. Lots of weeds in here right now. This section of the lake, it's not nearly as bad as I thought the whole lake would be, but when you got a lot of weed like that, it's just hard for these fish to be able to get through that and get a good hit. Okay, we're going to continue on. A couple of little bites there, one really solid one. And we'll see if we can find something else with the frog first, and then we may come back and try it with something else. I know that we can get good bites with some vibrating jigs or just something that agitates the water a bit more, but we're gonna try to do it with this topwater frog first and see what happens. The water is way dirtier than I had ever expected. I don't think they've had rain up here recently, but just with the heat and some of the rain in the past few weeks before now, maybe it's still holding a little gross, but keep fishing, see what we can find. Dang it. Dang it. Another solid bite right there. Just doesn't connect with the hook. I've also had some comments from people that can't understand why I reel the frog in. Well, this frog is a buzzbait frog. It's made to come in. Those little tails on the back, it's paddle tails, and it basically kicks the top of the water and agitates it a lot more. You fish it a lot faster than your typical frog, but it works pretty good sometimes. I think you get more bites with this thing, but you may get less hookups, unfortunately. Tell me that's not, I mean, gosh, he got everything. I don't know how they missed that dang thing. You can see the teeth marks in the bottom of it and everything. Wow, incredible. Okay, 0 for like 5. Like I said, I mean, it works good, but it kind of depends on your definition of good. It's getting hits, lots of hits. Keep trucking. Here's what I'm using. It is the ribbit frog. I'm not sure what color that one was. It was on discount, so I just snagged them up. But this is the bullfrog color, if I remember right. And yeah, ribbit brand, pretty good stuff. And I'm just using a 4/0 EWG hook. You can use all different stuff. I would probably use like a 3/0 if I had to choose. Again, just because this hook is a little large, so the hook's like all the way at the back of that frog. And it's just kind of weird when you come back through, because you can kind of see that metal's all the way at the end. But still works pretty good. Let's see if we can catch some more on it. Got a good feeling. Come on now, come back for it. He's got it. Definitely could have set the hook a little harder, a little faster, but I was just trying to get good tension on that fish. Oh, nice jump. Quality bass. They're in the shallows for sure. And the other downside to frog fishing like this is you're probably going to be going through some baits. Not the best quality bait in the world, but wow, that is a nice fish. It's like 17, 18 inches or so. Good little lip piercing there in the top. Nice fish. Not sure what's going on with that tail, a little beat up there. Awesome one. First one in the boat. Cool. I don't know if that was the same one over and over again, but if it was, you could tell he was definitely eager to get a hold of that frog. I think we're gonna take the frog off. We'll see what else we can come up. Might try a worm real quick. We're getting some topwater bites, but they're a little sluggish. I mean, every now and then you get that monster that hits, but we're gonna see if we can get some of the more finesse fish some other way. Throwing a Texas rigged watermelon pearl, watermelon red, black flake, whatever it is, I'm not sure. Just a little Senko on here, and this is, I believe, a Strike King Senko. Good stuff. I love these things. They're pretty old. I've had them in my tackle box forever just because I bought so many all at once, but I think we're gonna get some hits on this guy. At least I'm really hopeful. So it's finesse fishing, so it's a little bit slower pace, but when you get a nice bite, you can usually tell pretty easily. That line will just dance around a little bit and you'll be on. And since it's so calm today, I figure why not? It was supposed to be like 5 to 7 mile an hour winds, but I mean, it's 0, and that's part of the reason I'm just absolutely dumping sweat, is I have no reprieve today from the 3,000,000% humidity. no luck on the worm. Let's try the swim bait. And like I said before, we're just gonna continue to bounce around between these 3, 4, 5 lures, whatever we end up using today, and see if we can put together something. Right now, the frog's been our best bet with like 2 or 3 different bites. Just not connecting with them very well, so. And we're hooked up finally. First one on the swim bait here. I think that thing tapped me at least 4 or 5 times. Come on, stay on. You can do it. I think I've got it wrapped around the rod tip there or something. Nice fish. Okay, soaked my butt. That's all right. Another one down, baby. Woo! Feels good to be on another fish. Nice. We're a long ways away from home, so we've got to catch a couple today to make it worth the trip. And 2's really good. That's a great start. Never want to get skunked, so I'll take 2, but a couple more would be nice. This time of the year, it shouldn't be too terribly difficult to catch some nice largemouth, so we're going to stick with it and see if we can get a few more. And my comment about the wind earlier is kind of interesting because when the weatherman's wrong like that and we were supposed to be having 5 to 7 mile an hour and there's 0, it can change the fish's behavior quite a bit. You don't want 0 when you're fishing a lot of times. It can really change the fishing. That's a nice one. Holy cow. Okay. Now I'm really soaked. Really soaked. You can still get some awesome fish just like this one, but you have to consider that no wind isn't always a good thing. You usually don't weigh fish, but I think this one might be a contender for getting a quick weight. Why are we in kilograms? 2.8 is what it's saying. I don't know if I believe it. Looks a hair bigger than that, but finally got it to read us a good weight, which is pretty awesome. 2 pounds 8 ounces, and that's a behemoth of a fish. Very nice. Pretty quality bass there. We're gonna go ahead and release it. Thanks for absolutely drenching my ass. I mean, just soaked. That's okay. Now, while we may not be getting a ton of bites, let me dry you off there. We are getting the right bites. We're getting some pretty good size there. A couple fish down. They're slamming that swim bait now, which is pretty good. So keep throwing the swim bait for a little bit, maybe switch to a chatterbait at some point. And the only reason I like the chatterbait more than this swim bait is that chatterbait just makes so much movement in the water. I don't think these fish can handle it, but another one down. Very cool. I'm so excited about that. Let's keep fishing. There we go. Not a real monster, but it is another little ditch pickle. Heck yeah. It's pretty slow and steady in here today, guys. And the reason we're boat flipping them like that is I am tired of getting soaked. So on and off the hook, hopefully really quickly. There you have it. Another nice large lip. Back in quickly. Don't want to keep them out too long this time of the year. It's too dangerous for them. It's too hot. It's not good. So getting them back in the water quickly. Nice. Oh, he pulled it. I probably did not set the hook nearly hard enough. They're so few and far between. It's like you lose interest, you start looking around, you're like, where am I going to cast to next? Then you get a nice hit and you're not paying that good of attention, and well, you can figure it out from there. That was a much better hook set, but a much smaller fish. I'm pretty sure I dumped this one right on his noggin. And I think that frog is donezo. If you use a hollow body frog, like just a regular normal frog, you don't have the problems of the soft plastics. But I just love the little kickers on the back of this. The little paddle tails make this thing such an awesome bait. Holy smackers, that was insane. Went all the way out of the water for that one. Wear them out for a second, and then a big boat flip. Nice. That was cool. Maybe they're hiding back here in the shallow. And that hook was hardly in there. I need to set these things way harder. Yeah, buddy. Woohoo! Love it. Okay, fishing is picking up just a hair. I love to see it. Good stuff. Well, guys, we probably got about half the lake left. We're slowly working around. Nothing on the worm yet, so we took that off. We've got the swim bait and the topwater frog tied on right now, and we are getting a few bites, picking away at them slowly and surely. But it's not like we had expected. Although when we came in, we did kind of talk about, you know, it could go one of two ways: really good or really bad. And surprisingly, we're kind of in the middle. So we are catching some fish. We've got a little bit of time left. We'll see if we can make anything else happen. And another GoPro died because it's overheating. RIP. The nice thing about GoPros is when they overheat, you just dunk them in the water and pray to God that you don't accidentally drop them. But they're way too hot, so that's what we're resorting to, because I'd like to continue this video. But this thing is flaming. I mean, it could literally spontaneously combust at any moment. Nice. Oh, he dropped it. Dang it. Finally a nice bite. It's been a minute, guys. Oh, GoPros are overheating every 5 seconds. I mean, probably not 5 seconds, but every 5 to 10 minutes they're overheating. The batteries are having errors. It's just brutal. And there's no wind and I'm sweating. And he's off. Oh. And he's back. Oh no, he's off again. Dang it. Dang it. I even double-handed that stinks. That, I don't even know what I'm trying to say. Double-handed that hook set. Nothing. Dang it. I so badly want to get some of these topwater bites down, but it's struggling. Come on, baby. Got a lonely honker right in front of me. If only it were hunting season, right? It's almost too easy. Are you gonna move, dude, or are you broken? This is kind of weird. Why is he not moving? Is he locked up? I'm gonna fish this hole right behind him. I'm really not trying to pick on him. He's just right in front of a spot that I think could hold some fish there. Try this spot here. Darn it. Another one. Lost the moss. As you can tell, it is a good spot. We just got to see if we can get one to connect. Holy. Did you see him blow that thing out of the water? I think we're going to get one here. Come on, baby. Smacked it again. They just can't get through the weeds. It's too thick. Try to go a little slower. There we go. Figured if I went a little slower, there'd be a chance. Now I got a ton of weeds here, so we'll see if we can get him in. Come on, stay on for me. Stay on, baby. There we go. Not even that big. Not even that big. What you doing, bud? Nice one. This grass is dry. It's hot. It smells. It is pretty gross over here. We might be able to get one more out of this frog. Ooh, maybe not. He's pretty rough. We'll try it for one cast, and if it doesn't do well, we'll switch back up. Stuff gets all over your hands and doesn't really want to come off. Next cast, baby. It's really important, as you've noticed, I'll get a bite, I'll pause, it'd be like one Mississippi, slam. That way you've got time for that frog to really be inside that fish's mouth, because sometimes they'll grab the tail or like one of those back legs, and then as they go under with it, they'll take a second little chomp on it, and that second chomp is usually when you can slam it, or after it, I should say. Another one. Can you even see it with all that grass and stuff on there? Holy cow. What a mess. Frog's done. I'm about to be done, honestly. This is... I don't know if I've ever been so dirty fishing before. Look at this mess. The other one's overheated, so now we're working with the one on my head. We're just going back and forth between which one wants to cooperate at the time. Dang it! My brand new frog. I forgot that camera's not on. He ripped the leg off that little turd. Brand new. What, like 3 casts on it maybe? Last frog of the bag. I think I've got one more bag, but I don't know if we'll open that bag or not yet. And we're in a stick. Nice one on the old top water there, baby. Yes, sir. Beautiful little ditch pickle. Nice fish there. So fun to catch these guys. So fun. Hope you guys have enjoyed this video. I think we're gonna head out of here just because it is absolutely brutally hot, and we're only getting a couple frog bites every so often. We had a few swim bait bites as well. It's tough, but we did end up catching some fish, probably around 10 or so, which is pretty good given the conditions. I'll take that any day, every day. And the size was there too, coming in at like 2.5, 2 3/4 pound. That one came in at like 2 pound, 8 ounces, and it wouldn't surprise me if it's a little bit more. When I let off the scale, it said -3 ounces, so I'm guessing it was somewhere around 211, 212, somewhere in there, but pretty solid bite. So thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video, and we'll catch you on the next non-windy, extremely hot, very noisy fishing adventure in the kayak. Peace, y'all.